Another the American Red Cross reaches out and offers support is through its work with armed services personnel. This can be especially important as the holidays approach, of course, and Tessa's going to join us one more time this morning with the details. Tessa, what's going on?
Hey, John, I'd have to tell you, since being out here today, I never knew that there were so many partners that are working very closely to the Red Cross. And another organization that they work very closely with is Service to the Armed Forces. And joining me to tell us more about it right now is Eileen Hadbavny to tell us more about her service. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Tess.
Now tell us about the program.
Well, the Service to the Armed Forces has been really predates the American Red Cross when Clara Barton was out there on the battlefield during the Civil War. So when the Red Cross got established, the service to the military became one of our core services, and we've been keeping military families connected for over 130 years. And we do that through emergency communication centers, and family emergencies occur at home. The families only need to call the call center. It's one toll-free number, provide service member information, and the Red Cross will verify the emergency, send that message to the military command so they can make determinations to get that service member home to join their families, see a loved one, and when they're seriously ill, and or when babies are born, we send those birth messages across the country, around the world, and ships at sea, undersea, and that is one of the services we do. We also provide training for military families because military life is very tough. Yes. And especially with the deployments and the separations, we provide coping with deployment, psychological first aid to military families for those military members and their families, and veterans as well. And recently we've established reconnection workshops to teach people how to become more resilient, and teaching those skills to help the relationships improve.
All right, Eileen, thank you so much. What a very great organization, and thank you for what your organization does as part of the Red Cross.
And one other thing, we also help with the military hospitals and VA facilities as well. And it was through the Red Cross and the support to the Walter Reed Army Medical Center several years ago, when they got so much unsolicited mail that the military no longer allows unsolicited mail to come. Wow. So it was the Red Cross that came to Walter Reed's rescue and established a way to get those unsolicited cards from the generosity of the American people to get to those wounded soldiers, and how the holiday mail for Hero occurred.
Yeah, and that's, we're going to transition to that right now because it's not too early to start thinking about that. And joining me right now is Sandy Klein with the holiday card for troops. And how are you?
I'm fine.
And when people come out here today and they visit all of the several stations, they will be able to sign some of the cards that you'll be sending off.
Yes, ma'am. And the goal is to get the whole community engaged in our efforts. Last year we were very lucky to get the school system and the children involved, and the youngsters made the cards. And they're a very generic card in the sense that you say, "Dear service person," but it's just the act of appreciation, and it's not a matter of asking for money. We're just saying, take a moment and thank these people that service you and your country.
And just to let them know that we're thinking about them, and we know that they can't be with their families, so we want to send as much support as we can, any way that we can.
Absolutely. And our efforts, as I said, this year we want to at least double what we were able to accomplish last year. So the more people that hear this, just, sign a card, say thank you, and send it off to the Red Cross, and we'll get it to the right people.
All right, Sandy, thank you so much. And you're going to see on the screen that address where you can also send the holiday cards and be a part of that. John, so much going on here today, and still more to come. Back to you.
All right, Tessa, thank you so much. We appreciate it.